burgers.
All right. Shall we begin?
Yes. Sure.
All right. I'm going to bring a scary, spooky HALLOWcaust story.
Oh, fuck.
I call this little tale HALLOWcaust story number 1, Blood Butt.
Okay. Ew. Okay. This is... Okay. Yeah. Blood butt. I've got a blood butt. Not literally. I've got another blood butt. There, now we're ready. Yes. We need the spooky... We need the ambiance.
I had trained as a tailor and had left home before we were deported when I went to work 4 miles away on a ranch. It was taken over by the SS, so suddenly I found myself working for them. In May 1943, they lined us up one day and told us to empty our pockets.
Hold on a second.
If they found...
SS gave you a job?
Yes. Paid us very well. And we had dental insurance.
Wait. You had dental insurance? By working for the SS? Why would they give people jobs if they want to exterminate them? Well, I think...
We had free medical.
Let's Am I not allowed to do that again? No. The angle last year was we weren't allowed to do that. We weren't allowed to argue. Yeah, like the last year. You're supposed to review them as horror stories. The story. Yeah, I mean, I didn't. I remembered saying that, but I didn't remember it until we played it. But yes, we're doing this. We're reviewing this like horror fiction. Okay, this is not. We're not. We can go into some details. But as usual, like the rules of the universe are being broken. Right. The SS stole your bit and then gave you a job. This can be like. We should go through the story, and then we can do that, like, you know... All right, okay. We don't want to break the immersion. My immersion is already broken by the world. There's so much world building, but no one can stick to the rules. It's not good world building. It's not good world building. They just don't stick to it. We should really sometimes... The world building of the Holocaust cinematic universe is really... I want to get this shitty webcam back out. This isn't working. It's too high res. It's probably too late, but all right. Let's just... Pressing forward.
My horrifying tale.
So they had a good job. So employed by the SS, life was good. Continue.
At first. At first.
Oh, at first.
In May 1943, they lined us up one day and told us to empty our pockets. If they found even a single zloty in anyone's pocket, they were shot on the spot.
What's a zloty? Polish money. Oh.
We're supposed to invest it into a 401k. We're not supposed to just have this stuff in our pockets. Anyway, we were transported to Majdanek, which was only 19 miles away.
Majdanek! Ouch, my neck! I hurt my neck! It's ow, my neck!
Majdanek. I was possessed by the spirit of Eric Stryker for a moment.
Yes, no, that's good. That was good. Majdanek! That's good. I hurt my neck! Wasn't that like the family in Alf? The Majdaneks that he lived with?
Let me describe Majdanek to you.
Well, he's
torture camp in the true sense of the word.
He's from Planet Maljanek, isn't he? Or Melmac. Sorry. All right, go ahead. We're done now.
For 500 meters, there were just ditches full of bodies, legs, and heads. We were deported to Auschwitz 4 weeks later. We arrived in the early morning, and they gave us a bed, a real shower. They cleaned us well with disinfectant and shaved us. After that, they gave us striped uniforms, much like the one I'm wearing, and tattooed us. I was given the number 128164 on my left arm, and from that point on, I was a number, no longer a name. From there, we were sent to Buna, an Auschwitz subcamp, and were set to work. After a few months there, I went for a walk one day and saw a few tomatoes growing. I was starving by then, so tried to take them, and was given a beating so severe I don't know how I survived it. I still have the scars from it today. I was taken to hospital and knew the rule. If you didn't heal in 4 to 5 days, they'd take you to Birkenau and you'd be gassed.
Really? Really? That's the first time I've heard that rule. That's interesting. I wonder if he knows anybody who actually...
You've never heard of this before? It's in the employee handbook.
I never heard that. That's a new rule from... That's a new
Holocaust. We were working in the camps, right there in the handbook.
Universe rule I didn't know about yet.
No. I was about 20 at the time. About 1.7 meters tall. That's 5'7" for you Americans.
Whew, thank God.
Blonde and not bad looking despite the beating. I look pretty good for a Jew.
Blonde?
Pretty good shape.
Blonde, interesting.
When my limit in the hospital was up, they sent me to the gas chambers. There I met Dr. Mingala.
In the gas
chamber. In the gas chamber.
No, dude, you know how many times Dr. Mengele goes into the gas chamber?
All the time.
It's like he's got a chair.
He's in there constantly.
He's got a lounge chair in there.
He's in there so he can watch everybody get gas.
He just likes the smell of almonds.
He likes watching them get gas. He likes watching them all die.
He's always there. He's always there to make sure that there isn't some like worthy fucking patient that he can pull aside. Like, nope. Save this one.
In case he wants to experiment on.
Yes,
right?
for several years.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There I met Dr. Mengele, who asked me what was wrong. I said, "You can see I've been beaten up." Instead of sending me to the gas chambers, I was sent back to the hospital. Presumably, he saw the potential for labor in me. As I had trained as a tailor, he decided I had my uses there. The soldiers wanted to look nice, so they'd come to me in the hospital if they wanted their uniforms fixed up. The very fact that my new job meant I didn't have to get up in the morning in the harsh winter in thin clothes, standing around for hours for the head count, was a big thing. It meant that being a tailor had saved my life.
I gotta be honest, I understand that, though. Not wanting to get out of bed in the morning in the winter, forget about it. I hate that.
That Mengele, they call him a doctor, but he was as much a doctor as I am an army general. A complete fake of a man who I was too scared to look in the eye. I saw him day in, day out for months, and was one of 152 Jews in his care. One of the experiments he carried out on me was to take blood from my arm and inject it in my rear end. I have no idea what that was trying to prove.
So I'm gonna assume that he was taking blood and then he got like an inoculation.
But he just
like what was you got a shot? It wasn't the blood. Like he probably gave you a shot. Maybe he gave you a tetanus shot because you got beat. No, he didn't give you a shot of your blood. These people are so stupid.
Maybe a shot of my blood.
This is my
butt.
No, he took his own blood and then put it.
This is one of the universe
blood. My butt.
In like a butt cheek or like up his butt.
I would imagine. I assume that he meant he was doing an injection, not an.
Well, I'm wondering is it like a?
Wasn't I don't think he was pegging. I think
it's like one of those like squeegee based like one of those like syringes to give a little kid medicine, like shooting the blood just like up his butt.
Blood enema. So this is the blood butt story.
Blood enema. Now I've got another blood butt story.
But wait,
unless it's
not done. Not done. Let me
it's not over. Okay,
but also, here's another like issue with like this universe. It like these are one of the rules is like the Jew having like no relationship with factual reality or not being able to like tell things that are happening.
Yes, he could have gotten a shot in his arm. He could have gotten blood taken from his arm
and then gotten
a shot in his butt cheek, and thought like. Yeah, it was the blood from his arm getting shot into his butt.
Which is no, he's pulling the blood out of my arm, putting it in my butt.
Right. But again, yes, I'm trying to like rationalize it somehow. There's no point. There's no point.
And then the other rule is like nobody questions it except for us. People hear these stories and go, "Oh my god!"
People just don't hear. People just don't
is.
Hear those stories. That's the other thing.
Now let me finish my story.
Yeah.
For some astonishing reason, he saved me a second time after the decision was made to clear the hospital and 150 people were sent to the gas chambers, except for me and a boy from Slovakia. That's not to say I liked him at all. He was a hateful man who hated himself first and foremost and then everyone else around him. Thus concludes my story of blood butt.
Blood butt.
I mean, the Freudian is Freudianism
okay, now we can analyze blood butt for a second.
Is Freudianism just like genetic? Did they come up with these things?
Yes. No, the Jewish
they just all
so according to this guy, 150 Jews were all killed except for him and some boy from Greece.
There's a lot of Jews that were killed.
I'm just gonna assume none of them were killed. Maybe there's like 150 guys.
Like number of Jews that claim that Mengele was their doctor that are alive, or
oh god, they all did.
Lived past. Like I don't know if they're still alive, but they lived well past.